Hello everyone, I'm Conley33 and this video is going to be a quick overview and my personal impressions of the TYT TH-9000D single band transceiver. I didn't film the unboxing, but I'm going to go over some photos of the included items with the radio before I go over a few clips of operation of the radio and some of its quirks. As of right now, this radio is going for about $120 USD on Amazon, shipped regardless of the version. The version I purchased is the 2 meter or the VHF version, although there is also a 200 and 440 megahertz range version. As far as I've seen, regardless of the version, the radios are rated at a maximum power of 65 watts. The 2 meter version has a range of 136 to 174 megahertz with 8 different scrambler settings, but I'll explain that a little more later. As for build quality, the radio feels well built with the physical volume and frequency adjustment knob. I will demonstrate the audio quality later in the video. Included in the box is the DTMF microphone, which feels fairly low quality, an adequately long fused power lead that feels like it can take the maximum power draw for quite some time, along with some mounting screws, the mounting bracket, and some extra fuses. The maximum power draw of the radio on full power is just over 7 amps, with medium power being about 4.16 amps, and low power being just over 2 amps. On standby, it draws about 200 milliamps, and with the radio completely off, it's under 10 milliamps. Just a quick look at the way I have the radio set up in my situation is I have a 35 amp hour deep cycle AGM battery charged by 65 watts of solar panels that go into a PWM charge controller to power the radio. For my antenna, I'm using a Slim Jim J-pole design portable roll-up antenna from N9TAX on eBay, tuned for the 2 meter band. It is currently hanging outside of my window with 25 feet of coax. It's RG8X coax. I'll put all the links in the description. Now, before anything else, I have to talk about my main complaint about the radio. Whenever the radio is receiving any audio, it puts out a very high-pitched whine regardless of the volume, which makes me think it's something in the audio amplifying circuit. My only other real complaints about the radio after using it for a number of weeks is the cheap-feeling microphone, along with a very minor issue, which is a problem with the LCD LED brightness control, which I'll demonstrate in a moment. One other thing I forgot to mention really quick is the inaccurate voltmeter. It always seems to display at least 1 or more volts higher than the actual battery voltage. I know the voltmeter on the computer case I'm connecting this to is accurate. I've tested it with a couple multimeters. The options for LED colors are 1 blue, 2 red, or 3 kind of a pinkish color, but more of a quirk than anything. When you have it set to the pink setting and have the brightness set below 20 or so, it appears to be more red because it's mixing the blue and red LED, and the blue LED doesn't come on until it's at a fairly high setting. I'm gonna do a quick audio demonstration just from the TYT radio to my Baofeng U5R handheld, and then vice versa. So take the test with a grain of salt. It's only gonna be as good as the Baofeng radio's microphone and speaker.
Test 1 2 3 1 2 3 test. 123.
That's all I really have to say about the radio. In my opinion, for the price, all of its shortcomings and cons can really be overlooked, for me at least. There's nothing that comes near this at this price. There's some other little mobile radios for about 120, 160, but they only put out between 10 and 20 watts, so there's nothing that comes close to the power output of this at the price. In the $180, $190 price range, you can get a single band Yaesu mobile radio, but that's really the only thing that comes near this radio near its price point. But that's about it. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments or suggestions or any opinions on my setup, feel free to comment, and I'm going to be doing more ham radio stuff in the future. Even though that's kind of not what my channel's based on. I'm also going to be doing more electronic projects, a home server here pretty soon, so if you're interested in any of that, feel free to subscribe, and see you next time.